Two vehicles got into a car accident. Boom. One driver accused the other, saying, "Hey man, look what you've done to my car. Like what the heck? You could have killed me there." And the other driver rolled his eyes and said, "Stop making a big deal out of it. Come on, I barely scratched your car. How worse could it be?" And he walked straight back to his 18-wheeler, while leaving the other driver stranded in his nearly destroyed Mini Cooper. You see, children, teenagers, people who are still developing in a certain area are like the Mini Cooper. While full-grown adults like me, seasoned employees, supervisors, leaders are like the 18-wheeler. Whatever we adults lash out at children and teenagers, they take it 10 times harsher than we feel it is. Whenever people in the higher position gets into a quarrel with his or her subordinates, people in the lower position probably feel 10 times more the pressure dealing with it.
Are you gonna run with the pack or are you gonna lone wolf it?
I am a Pac-Man, sir.
Take this as a simple parable. Remember when we were kids and we were eating something spicy, we would go like, "Hola, hola, hola, too spicy." And our parents would be like, "No, it's not. It's not spicy at all. Stop whining and eat your food." Well, consider the fact that the average person has around 10,000 taste buds here. And they get replaced every 2 weeks or so. But as a person ages, some of those taste cells don't get replaced. And an older person could have less than a half of the average taste buds at work. Which means, namely, older people don't feel the taste as strong as younger people do. When we're caught up in a quarrel, in a fight, usually it's the younger, the less experienced, the weaker that feel more tense and impacted. Just like when the 18-wheeler and the Mini Cooper collide. Same amount of force, but totally different outcomes where the 18-wheeler would probably come out without a scratch, and on the other hand, the Mini Cooper probably totally destroyed. But I'm not saying we shouldn't lecture our young. I'm not saying we shouldn't correct our subordinates when they're making mistakes. It's the way we do it. Acknowledging that they're still growing up, they're still learning and developing, and in the process, there's always some room for improvement, some room for progress, and that there's always some extent of bad coming out of a process of achieving good. The key point is knowing when and how to confront it.
Shut up! Shut up!
Now, this is something I learned from a parable from Jesus. In a big farmer's field, somehow there were weeds and wheat mixed together. So the servants asked the owner, "Sir, should we go into the field and pull the weeds up?" But it's rather hard to tell the weed from the wheat before they're full grown. And so the owner replied and said, "No, leave it. Because while you're pulling out the weeds, you may accidentally uproot the wheat. So for now, just let them grow together until the time of harvest. And at harvest, I'll ask the harvesters to first collect the weeds, tie them in bundles, and burn them. Then gather the wheat and bring it into my barn." Sometimes if we forcefully try to discipline or keep the young, the inexperienced in line, we could end up unintentionally uprooting the good attributes in them. And our harsh words and actions toward them are amplified by times. What feels like a slap on the wrist to us could feel like a slap on the face to them. And so to the young and those who are still learning, be patient, be tolerant, be loving. And as the saying that's always been a driver in my life goes, the strong should always live for the weak, and the weak shall become strong. Peace.